How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling, man? We're back for another live. First live of the week, so-called week, right? Not even a real actual thing, right? As they say it, as we say it, as I say it, right? Now look, this live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube channel as well, either sometime today or sometime tomorrow. Let's go ahead and hop right into it, right? I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much. More love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, you can. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments. My ebook is $10.09. I'm gonna say it again. My bad, I messed it up. My ebook is $10.90. So if you want to buy my ebook, you can. Super duper cheap, nothing crazy, nothing expensive. $10.90. If you don't, it's all good. Money comes to you infinitely. Money comes to me infinitely. It's nothing to worry about, nothing to hope about, etc. Ashe. Now look, right. Let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. If y'all hear noise background, that's my dog, Pitbull, right? Guardian angel as well, etc. Now look, right. Disclaimer. I've made a lot of videos talking about Jesus, but I feel like this one is probably the most deepest one I'm gonna make so far. Disclaimer. Like I said, this live video is getting uploaded to my YouTube channel. Disclaimer, I have nothing against Christianity. I have nothing against religion. I have nothing against Jesus, right? I have nothing against nobody. I'm not coming on here to sound like I know it all, because I don't know it all, never will, right? I'm not coming on here to be disrespectful to anybody, nothing like that. I'm not coming on here to be disrespectful or anything like that. I'm coming on here because this is a part of my purpose. This is a part of one of the main reasons why I'm down here on this planet. And I'm doing this because I want to do this, and I want to tell y'all what this really is, because a lot of y'all don't know what y'all getting yourselves into, right, etc. So let's just go ahead and really dive into it. We got the disclaimers out the way, right? Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and dive into it. We're going to go ahead and dive into it some more, right? Excuse me. So look, right? The truth about Jesus, right, and what they never told you, right? They did tell you, but they didn't tell you at the same time, right? So the people who so-called rule this world, right, what they do is, right, they tell you parts of the truth, right? But they're also telling you lies, right? Your elites, right, your higher-ups, they don't want you to know the truth, but they don't want to get karma. So what they do is, what's up, Islam? So what they do is, right, they put the truth in plain sight while they're also telling you a bunch of lies. They'll put it in like synchronicities, etc., movies, TV shows, cartoon shows, etc. So boom, right? So with Jesus, right, a lot of people worship Jesus. It's trending on TikTok. A lot of people are just comment on people's videos, has nothing to do with religion, Christianity, none of that. They'll comment on the video and be like, give your sins to Jesus or give your life to Jesus. All of this stuff, right? A lot of Christians, y'all be forcing information. Y'all be forcing y'all's religion, bro. A lot of y'all do. I'm just being honest. At least the Muslims and the other religions, at least the Buddhism, etc. At least they don't force their religions. A lot of you Christians, not all of you, but a lot of y'all Christians, y'all be forcing the message, bro. Y'all be forcing it. Yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do, bro. I can go on TikTok right now and go pull up multiple videos of y'all forcing it. Don't force nobody. You can recommend it. I don't recommend you to. Well, you can force somebody. You can try to force somebody, but I don't recommend it, right? So with Jesus, right, let's get more deeper about the whole concept of Jesus, right? First of all, Jesus, that's not his name, right? What you could call him, right, is Satan. Now, why do I say that, right? Some of y'all might leave out the live because I'm about to get even more deeper. The reason why I say Satan, right, is because Jesus is a cover-up, right? Jesus is like a kind of like a facade, right? That's not really, you don't really, a lot of you Christians, y'all don't really know who y'all worshiping. No, y'all don't. You think you worshiping Jesus, you're worshiping the devil, right? If you actually dig and do more research, which a lot of people aren't, but I'm gonna be breaking it down in this live, will be getting uploaded to my YouTube. So if you watch this live, or if you watch this when it gets uploaded, I'm gonna be breaking down who you're praying to. I'm not gonna be breaking down everything, but I'm gonna be breaking down a lot in this live. You can obviously do your own research. You don't gotta believe everything I tell you, but I am gonna tell you the truth about Jesus and why Jesus is connected to Satan, right? We're gonna get into it. You don't have to believe what I'm saying, but I'm telling y'all what it is, right? Simple as that. Somebody said, "Are you a transgender?" No, I am a young man, right? I'm 19, right? You know what I'm saying? I just kind of got like, kind of got like women features a little bit in the face, but I'm a man. I'm a young man, right? I'm 19. Now look, right? So look, right? So with Jesus, right? What I want y'all to understand, shout out the transgender, shout out the gays, shout out everybody, right? I'm not here to discriminate. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm not here to throw shade at nobody, none of that, bro. I'm here to tell you what it is, right? Because the church isn't going to tell you what it is. Your mother and father aren't going to tell you what it is. How do I know this? Because they don't know what it is. They've been brainwashed. They don't know what's going on either. I don't say that to be disrespectful. I'm saying that to be honest, right? I'm just being honest. Now, y'all that's in here, y'all's parents, y'all might be knowing what's going on. So if y'all do, then this part doesn't go for y'all, right? You feel me? Right? Somebody said, "Are you a fan of the Talmud?" I've never heard of that before. Never heard of it before. Now look, right? So look, right? Why is Jesus connected to Satan, right? And like I said, if I haven't said it, I'm gonna say it now. You can do your own research, right? Because I'm not gonna be breaking out every single thing. This would be a pretty long live. This would be a very long live, but I am gonna give y'all a lot of key details and a lot of real esoteric information. You can do meditate, you can tap in with the universe and tap into more. You can go straight to Google, go straight to ChatGPT, and it'll give you more information on exactly what I am talking about and more, right? So look, right? So boom, right? So when it comes to Jesus, right? Why is Jesus connected to Satan, right? One of Satan's names, Satan has many different names, right? We can call him Satan. We can call him Lucifer, right? We can call him Zeus, right? We can call him a bunch of other names, right? The thing is, hold on, let's talk about Lucifer. First of all, Lucifer works with the devil, right? Those are two different individuals. Those are not the same people. They both vibrate low, but those are two different individuals, right? Those are two different individuals, right? Lucifer is a whole different other person. He's a whole nother being, right? But he vibrates low. He works with the devil, right? Now, because a lot of people be thinking that Lucifer is the devil. No, that's two different individuals. They work together. Yes, they might work together sometimes or whatever. But those are two different individuals, two different frequencies, two different minds, etc. Right? So boom, with Satan, right? Satan, Jesus is connected to Satan, and Satan is connected to Jesus, right? Now, look, a lot of people praise Jesus, right? You don't even know do you know what you're actually praising? I say that because, bro, if you look at Jesus and what they have Jesus representing, what sense does it make? A lot of people wear a cross, right? Right now I got on the chain, right? I got on the chain, right? A lot of people will take a chain and put a cross on it, right? You know what I'm saying, etc., right? When this chain was gifted to me, it actually had a cross on it, and I eventually took the cross off. I stopped wearing it eventually, right? But the thing is, right, with crosses, right, the cross represents negative energy. It represents death, right? So people who are wearing the cross, you're attracting negative frequency to you. A lot of y'all are, right? And then they said that Jesus sacrificed himself for the whole humanity. That makes no sense, because if Jesus sacrificed himself for the whole humanity, and if Jesus is some God and some savior, right, what changed when Jesus died and got killed on the cross? What changed? What changed? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Another thing is too, a lot of people say let's bow our heads to pray to Jesus. When you're bow, I thought heaven was up at the top in the sky somewhere with some black, I mean with some guy that's supposed to be some god in a big chair or something, right? So who's down? Isn't at the bottom of the ground? Isn't that hell at the bottom? Isn't heaven at the top? Isn't hell at the bottom? The fire is at the bottom. So why are y'all praying and looking down? Who are you praying to? What are you doing? Who are you praying to? Right? And why are y'all all energetically holding hands? Y'all are connecting aura fields. Y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all just holding hands just because the preacher said hold hands. Y'all don't even know what's energetically, spiritually. Y'all don't even know what's truly going on. What are y'all holding hands for? Right? A lot of people in the church, y'all be talking about one another. You talk about this woman as soon as you get out of church, but you're going to see her and hold her hands with her every Sunday. And she can feel that energy because y'all holding hands. She feel your energy. She know you fake. He know you fake. Right? What's up, Shake? So look, right? So the reason why a lot of y'all don't realize, one of the main reasons why a lot of y'all don't know who Jesus really is because you don't do any research. No, you don't. You don't do enough research, right? I don't say this to be mean. It's the truth. You probably maybe don't do enough research, bro. Because the thing is, if you look at Jesus, right, and if you look at the devil, they have similarities, right? Don't you see how they lied to us? They said Jesus is gonna come back, right? Like he an avenger or something. Like he's an avenger, like he's some prophet, like he's some guardian of the galaxies, like he's supposed to come back and save us with the sword or whatever they said or made up about Jesus, right? Because Jesus, right? But the thing is, Jesus never came back, right? Why didn't Jesus come back? Oh, well, the time isn't right. The rapture hasn't hit yet. What are you talking about? What are you saying? What rapture? What are you talking about? Last time I checked, my people been in slavery. My people was getting hung. It was so bad, my people was jumping off the boats. Yes, they was jumping off the boats because they felt transcendent was better than bondage, bro. Where do you think they got the phrase death is better than bondage in Black Panther 1, bro? Shout out Black Panther. Where y'all think that come from? Our ancestors, bro. That was an ancient quote that they used in Black Panther. They could have contorted it and switched the words or whatever, but that's an ancient phrase originally. You see what I'm saying, bro? Where was Jesus at, bro? You don't think our ancestors was hollering out Jesus when my people, your people was getting raped, getting hung, getting burnt on fire alive, drowned in the water? Where was Jesus at, bro? If somebody run in my crib right now and put a gun in the back of my head, I can scream out Jesus, bro. Jesus ain't gonna save me. And if I do get saved, that's God saving me. That's the universe saving me. That's Allah saving me. That's the Most High saving me. That ain't no Jesus saving me. No, it's not. Somebody could come into my crib right now. Jesus is not finna come out the sky. Jesus is not finna come out the sky and come out with a sword and be like, hey, get away from Ali. This is your last warning. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not going to happen. And I'm giving y'all an example, bro. Now look, right? With Jesus, right? Y'all need to stop thinking that Jesus is gonna come save you. The only person, you probably maybe heard this before, the only person who's actually gonna save you, who's actually able to save you, if you allow it to, is yourself. You have to save yourself. If you live by yourself and you want to cook food, who gonna have to cook that food? You are. If you don't make that bed not gonna get made up. If you live by yourself, if you don't make your bed, it's not gonna get made up, right? Okay then, bro. It's the same thing with a lot of other things in your life. You got to do it. What do you mean? Of course, God is gonna provide and help guide you along the way, of course, always. But it's a lot of things that you are gonna have to do, though. Of course, God is gonna be there with you the whole route, of course, the whole way, of course. But Jesus is Satan, bro. Let's get even more deeper, right? You can go do this on your own after you get done watching the live, whatever you want to do, right? Now, look, you can go look up Jesus, right? Jesus, right? Now, Zeus. What does Zeus mean? Zeus is one of the names that Yakub, right? The devil, Satan, right? Now, a lot of y'all don't question y'all's reality. Dang, is it the devil or is it Satan? Is it Yakub or is it Jesus? Or is it Zeus? Or is it etc.? Why is it so many different names for one individual? Who is it? And a lot of y'all think it's Lucifer, even though Lucifer, that's a whole different energy. That's a whole different person. That's a whole different being, right? But this video isn't really like deeply about Lucifer, but Lucifer has gotten mentioned a few times in this video, right? You see what I'm saying, bro? You feel me? Now look, right, bro? Look, right? Right? You see you see how it can be confusing? Dang, well, his name is Lucifer. No, his name is the devil. No, it's Satan, right? It's some red dude with some horns and he got like a staff or something, some stick or something. What are you talking about? Y'all want to know who Satan really? I broke down Satan a long time. It was either on this channel. I know it was on my other channel, and I might have broke it down on this channel. My other channel I got taken down like a couple years ago or whatever, right? Now with Satan, right? A lot of y'all don't realize, bro, Satan is a black person. Yes, it's a black person. Yes, it's a black person. Yes, bro. Who do you think has been here on this planet the longest? Some of the people that's been here the longest on this planet are black people. Come on, bro. Let's be real, bro. Black people, right? So yes, Satan is a black person. Yes, bro. You don't have to believe me, bro. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine, bro. But if you do enough research, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But oh dang, Ali, he actually know what he's talking about. Because a lot of people just think I just be on here chatting. But if you really paying attention, what a lot of y'all do is y'all come on my videos and y'all say I'm just chatting or he don't know what he's talking about. But you don't do any research after the video. You just go about your day, which is perfectly fine, right? But you don't do any research. You don't go meditate after you don't be like, dang, that was kind of interesting. Let me go meditate on this. Let me go pray on this. Let me go for a walk and talk to self and talk to the universe about it. Let me talk to God about this, right? God, can you give me a sign? What he's saying, is it true? Is it right? What's going on? What's going on? A lot of y'all just put y'all's opinions and then you go about your day. You don't question it anymore. A lot of y'all don't question it anymore. Maybe so. Y'all aren't doing research. A lot of y'all aren't doing research after I get done watching the video. Y'all just break crazy. He tripping. You see how much you've been manipulated, right? I'm not being manipulated. Of course you're not, right? Because a person who's truly being manipulated, they don't know that they're being manipulated, so they don't think they're manipulated. Duh. Of course you don't think you're being manipulated, right? You see what I'm saying? So look, right, with Jesus, bro, Jesus is a distraction. Yes, Satan, not God. Satan is a black person. It's a black dude, bro. Go look up the definition of Yakub. Just type in Yakub. You can, if you want to, you don't have to. You can type in the definition of Yakub. You can go to Wikipedia, you can go to ChatGPT, right? Now, if you do go to Google, if you do go to ChatGPT, if you do go to Wikipedia, etc., they might sit here and tell you, oh yeah, they'll give you a bunch of information, right? And then like right at the end or something, they might be like, this is a fairy tale or this is man-made, right? They might hit you, or Greek mythology. They might hit you with that, right? And even if you do decide to actually do research on what I just said, I don't recommend you to believe everything on the internet. I don't recommend you to believe anything from anybody, including myself, because nobody's right all the time. I'm not always right. You're not always right. Nobody's always right. Right? You see what I'm saying? So what makes you think Google and ChatGPT is always right? Yes, they can be good resources, but they're not always right. Even if you could have a whole AI robot in your house. You can have the best AI robot. Let's say we're in 2055. Bunch of robots you can buy. Let's say you were a trillionaire. You bought the best robot you can get. That robot is still not going to be 100% perfect. It's not. It's not, bro. Nothing is 100% perfect. No, it's not, bro. I can go outside right now and go shoot 20,000 jump shots. My jump shot is still not going to be perfect. Could it be a lot better? Yes. Could it be a lot more efficient, a lot more consistent? Yes. Could the form be better? Could the art be better? Yes, etc. But it's never going to be perfect, bro. You see what I'm saying, bro? You feel me? So with Jesus, bro, Jesus is the devil, bro. Right? Now, you can do this too, right? You can go look up Zeus, right? What does Zeus mean? You can literally just type in, is Zeus an evil person? Does Zeus equal with the devil? Does Zeus and the devil have something to do with each other? Right? Then, right? Oh, dang, Zeus was evil? Because if Zeus is evil, right? Now let's get to the next part. If Zeus was evil, let's get to the next part. If Zeus is evil, doesn't that make Jesus evil? Because if you're a Spanish, or if you know Spanish, or if you don't know Spanish, if you type in what is Jesus' name in Spanish, guess what you're going to get? Guess what you're going to get? Guess what you're going to get? You're going to get Jesus. Why do those two, Zeus, Jesus, Zeus, and then Jesus' name is Jesus in Spanish. A lot of people don't do that much digging and that much research. So they just think, oh, his name Jesus. Nah, his name not Jesus. His name is Yahshua or Yeshua, right? Yeshua, right? And that's still incorrect. Jesus is black. Now that part is true because Jesus is the devil and the devil is black. So that part is true. That part is true. A lot of y'all, bro, listen, I'm not even going to, never mind. Listen, bro, a lot of y'all read these books, but you don't even know who created these books. And that's fine. You don't have to know who created those books. But you should never believe everything out of it. Look, bro. If you're in a religion right now, right? Okay. I used to be in a religion. I'm not in no religion no more, but I used to be in a religion for a long time. If you're in a religion, okay. If you want to stay in your religion for the rest of your life, okay. I recommend you to at least, I recommend you at least these two things. I recommend you at least these two things. Don't expect Jesus to ever save you. Don't expect anything from anybody. And I also recommend you to not believe everything out of a book / anything out of somebody's mouth, everything out of somebody's mouth, right? Because the thing is, bro, you can be a good person. You can vibrate high and be in a religion. I don't have nothing against religions, bro. I don't. I used to be in a religion for over a decade, for over 10 years. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all don't know what's really going on, bro. Jesus is the devil, bro. It makes no sense. Oh, so Jesus died on the cross for people's sins. So you mean to tell me Jesus died on the cross for people he does not know? So he died for the future. He died for people that he doesn't know. And now the world's just what, a better place? What are you talking about? Like I said, my ancestors, your ancestors went through hell, crying, yelling out for Jesus because they, yes, black people. If you want to wonder why so many black people just love praising Jesus, or should I say the devil, it's because in slavery we were beaten to praise and worship the devil. Before slavery, a lot of us wasn't in no religion. No, we wasn't. 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 Bro, no, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. A lot of us, especially if you Haitian, bro, a lot of Haitians was never in no religion. They was practicing their voodoo, they was practicing their hoodoo, they was practicing their spells, whatever they was doing. Respect, I mean that with respect, of course, shout out to Haitians. But a lot of Haitians, even a lot of Haitians today, they're not in no religion. They're not in no religion. You see what I'm saying? Because Haitians, they won a lot of different fights, bro, back in the day. Right? The Haitians, they cold with it. The Haitians, they don't gotta always get physical. The Haitians are getting your mind. They're getting your soul. Right? You trying to figure out why all of a sudden you want to go to a lake. You ain't never been to a lake before, ever in your life. All of a sudden you want to go to a lake. Right? You get to the lake. You out there in the lake. You just fixated. You get in a trance with the water. Now you in a trance with the water. You locked in eyes with the water. Now for some reason, something is telling you to keep walking towards the water. Next thing you know, your whole knees all the way down is in the water. What are you doing? Next thing you know, you drown in the water. You've been hypnotized. Magic. Right? We be hearing stories about this on the news, this on that. What do you think be happening, bro? Sometimes. Like, come on, bro. Like, a lot of y'all, bro, y'all not doing enough research. You're not doing enough tapping in. You've been brainwashed. You've been manipulated. So, of course, when somebody like myself, of course, when other people come on here and tell you, hey, Jesus is not who you think he is, it sounds crazy. It can't be true, right? You've been brainwashed, right? Your whole life you've been thinking your idol, this person, this supreme source, this supreme God that's going to save your life is some Jesus. What are you talking about? In slavery, we were forced. In slavery, we were forced to go into Christianity. Why do you think so many black people are in Christianity? Because their ancestors and their ancestors and their ancestors and their ancestors and their ancestors, etc., was forced and beaten and raped, etc., into slavery. What are you talking about? Bro, what are you talking about? Black people were forced, a lot of black people were forced into slavery. A lot of black people were forced into religion, is what I meant to say. A lot of black people were forced into Christianity. That's actually what I really meant to say. But a lot of us was forced into Christianity. Then you trying to figure out why everybody in my family just like a Christian? Because her mom was a Christian. And her mom was a Christian. His dad was a Christian. His dad was a Christian. Her sister was a Christian. Her brother was a Christian. Right? Then you trying to figure out why is so many black people that are Christians. Because we were forced to be Christians. In slavery. A lot of us was. You feel me? A lot of y'all don't do enough research. A lot of y'all Don't do enough research, bro. Y'all just come on to people's pages and be saying we crazy or we don't know what we talking about, but you've done no research. Did you meditate today? No. Are you going to meditate today? No. Are you going to work out today? No. Have you worked out today? No. Are you going to work out today? No. Are you cleansing your aura field? No. Are you going to cleanse your aura field? No. Do you wear natural ether? Do you wear your hair? No. What are you talking about, bro? Do you give thanks? Do you give thanks to your ancestors, to your high vibrational ancestors? No, you don't, bro. What are you talking about? Do you give back to nature? Do you ever just sometimes go in nature and just touch nature? I'm gonna give back to nature, or I'm gonna just pour some water on nature, even though it raining today. No, you don't, bro. What do you do for nature? What do you do for bro? You know how much your ancestors did for you, for us, bro. And y'all really, you really, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You've been manipulated. You've been brainwashed, bro. You really think Jesus is coming to save you? Don't you think if Jesus was coming to save you, don't you think Jesus would have came and saved you? Jesus didn't come and save nobody who was in slavery, hollering out for Jesus. Hollering out for Jesus. Jesus didn't come, bro. What happened? What happened? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And then a lot of y'all be like, Jesus this, da-da-da. Last time I checked, wasn't the J not even invented? The J wasn't even invented back then, right? So who is Jesus? Why is it so many lies on Jesus's name? Why is it so many different stories about Jesus? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? His name is Jesus. No, it's not. It's Yeshua. It's Yeshua. Wait. Wasn't the J not even invented back then? So how is his name Jesus? What are we talking about? Jesus is white. He was a Caucasian. Wait, didn't the Bible, didn't they say he was like kind of like black? What are we talking about? Then you got a lot of people, a lot of the new generation saying Jesus was gay. Right? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And if you go on Google, you're going to see a bunch of different images of Jesus. Shouldn't it just be the same one image? What are we talking about? Who is Jesus? Who are you praying to? Who are you giving praise to? Who are you worshiping? Who are you idolizing? What are you talking about? You have been bamboozled. In other words, you have been lied to. You have been manipulated. You have been, your subconscious, your programming, your consciousness has been reprogrammed. So of course, when I come on here, when others come on here, it's not clicking for you at the moment. And then another thing is too, a lot of y'all aren't doing research. You're just saying something, then you're going about your day. But you've done no research, right? When they told you, bro, Jesus is coming to save you. Yes, you, right? Did you ever think to be like, dang, why would he come to save me? I don't even know him. He don't know me, bro. I wasn't even around back then when he was here. What? How does that work? How do I have a connection with Jesus? How? What is that? How do I have a connection with somebody that I've never met? How do I have a connection with somebody that I don't have the same genetics as? We don't have the same genes, right? All this technology, but there's no real actual, is there any proof of Jesus? Come on, bro. Excuse me, Jesus is the devil, bro. Jesus is the devil, right? You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, bro, y'all not doing enough research, right? And another thing too, right? A lot of y'all call yourself chosens, right? Oh my goodness, I be seeing it on TikTok. A lot of y'all call yourself chosen ones, right? Oh, I'm a chosen one. Okay, bro, you chosen, right? Okay. Did you pray today? What's up, M? Did you pray today? What's up, Mona? Did you pray today? Did you give thanks today? Did you meditate today? Did you do some type of yoga today? Did you work out today? Are you going to work out today? Are you going to do yoga today? Do you like wearing your natural hair, your natural ether? Do you? Do you really? What are you talking about, bro? How are you chosen? How are you chosen? Have you tapped into your powers, your superpowers? Because you have powers. You have superpowers. But yet you think Black people, you have superpowers, but yet you think like a human, yet you move like a human, yet you feel and act like a human, bro. But I'm not going to blame you because we've been brainwashed. We've been brainwashed to think we're all one, we're all human. We are all one if we connect fully all the dots. But we are not all human. No, we're not, bro. You're not. If you're so-called black, you're not a human. You are a god. You're not a human. You're not a boy. You're not a girl. You're not a young man. You're not a young woman. No, you are a god. You are a goddess. Right? Nah, bro, we humans. Okay, bro. So if we go line up, if we go line up 10 black dudes in a race, then we go line up 10 Caucasians, 10 Indians, 10 Mexicans, 10 Arabs. Who do you think is winning that race? We line them all up. Ready, set, go. They all run. Who do you think's gonna get to that finish line the fastest? Come on, bro. Black people. But why? Because we have different genetics, because we are gods, bro. We are gods. You are a god, bro. You're a god. Why is it so hard for a lot of other races to get locks and to get the fresh braids and to get the cornrow, get the 2-strand twist? Because it's different genetics, bro. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Appreciate the 2 likes. Like, bro, what are you talking about? A lot of y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. But y'all, yet you think you do. Right? You are a whole god, but yet you're moving like a human being. And I understand it, bro. I somewhat understand it. We were programmed to think we're all human, but you're not. Right? You're not, bro. You're not, bro. No, you're not, bro. Now, look, bro, if you have any questions about Jesus or religion, bro, you can go ahead and ask me the questions. People done already asked me some questions, right? Finna hop off here in a little bit. I think I might just do that. But before I hop off here in a little bit, I might just do that. I'm going to answer some questions real quick. Because people had commented earlier. I didn't even answer some of those questions. Or maybe I did. Hold on. Let me read some of these comments. What are you talking about? Bro, somebody in the comments said Lucifer means light barrier / sun of the I'm not even gonna say that word, son of the day, who is Jesus. Lucifer and Jesus are 2 different individuals, bro. First of all, Jesus is Satan and Lucifer is Lucifer. Lucifer is his own individual, right? Lucifer is his own individual, bro. Lucifer is not, bro. Lucifer and Jesus, or if you want to say Lucifer and the Satan, those are 2 different individuals, bro. What are you talking about? I don't believe Satan was black, but what's the point in his skin color? So somebody said, what's the point of his skin color? Because his skin color plays a big role, right? His skin color plays a big role, right? Because if a lot of black people were to come to the realization that, dang, the person who has a lot of control over this planet, you mean to tell me they got skin like me? They black? They one of the brothers? It would make a big difference. A lot of us would naturally awaken more, etc. Somebody said, you kind of have a point when it comes to research online. Exactly, because a lot of y'all, bro, y'all just be like, yo, this and that, he just talking or we just talking, but you're not doing no research, bro. And when these people in church tell you this information, when the preacher, first of all, a lot of y'all souls don't even want to be in Christianity for real. No, y'all don't. Y'all be in church, you going to sleep in church, you're in rest mode in church, you don't really want to be there, right? Church just ended, right? You was in there for 2 hours. If the preacher asks you, what are 2 or 3 things you remember from church? Can you give me 2 complete sentences? A lot of y'all y'all gonna be like, you see what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all souls know y'all not supposed to be in no church. Your soul knows it's not supposed to be in no religion, bro. Then you're trying to figure out why it's so hard for you to pay attention in church. You just like, bro, yeah, for real. I'm not really feeling it, but I'm still going to go because everybody in the family Christian. So it's just like, I'm Christian, but I don't really like go by the rules of Christianity, but Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And then somebody said the old way works, bro. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, bro, you're racist. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, bro, you're racist. Okay, so look, right? Somebody said Satan came from the Kemetic brother of Osiris, who was Set. So somebody said, appreciate the 2 likes, by the way. I do appreciate it. Much gratitude deeply. Somebody said Satan came from the Kemetic brother of Osiris, who was Set. Right? So okay, let's talk about this, right, for a little bit, right? Because after I get done reading these questions, I'm probably just gonna hop off live. I got a YouTube video that I dropped not too long ago. Y'all can go check that out if you would like. This live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube channel either sometime today or tomorrow. Now, somebody said this is an interesting comment. Somebody said Satan came from the Kemetic brother of Osiris when Osiris whom was Set. Now look, right. So look, right, hold on, bro. Satan, and I don't think I've ever heard that before, but Satan is a whole different individual from Osiris, right? Satan and Osiris is a whole different individual. Osiris, very high vibrational individual. He's literally green, right? Not everybody in ancient Kemet is green. Osiris is a very high vibrational being, right? High vibrational God, very high vibrational. Osiris deals with reincarnation, etc. Right? Shout out Osiris, shout out to God, right? I am actually a reincarnation. I used to one of my main homes is ancient Kemet, as a lot of people know it as is Egypt, right? But yeah, those 2 different individuals, bro. Respectfully, ancient Osiris is green. First of all, we can just start off there with some of the basics. Osiris is green, right? Yakub is black, right? Yakub is not. Those are 2 different individuals, bro. Respectfully. Okay, so somebody said, get out of the books and get into your own spirit. Stop believing everything you hear. I somewhat agree with that, right? We shouldn't be believing everything that we hear. We shouldn't be believing everything that we're seeing. We shouldn't be believing everything that we are feeling too, bro. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that you need to act off that feeling, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Your feelings, yes, are very, 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 very super duper 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 important, very, very imperative. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't care about your feelings and act like you don't care about the world. No, what I'm saying is just because you feel a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to go off that feeling, right? Oh, I'm not feeling good today, so, or oh, I don't feel like working out today, so I'm not gonna work out. What? Unless you're injured or sick or something like that, then why not go ahead and just work out? You see what I'm saying? Now look, right? You shouldn't be believing everything out of a book, right? You shouldn't be believing everything out of a book, right? You also, in my opinion, you shouldn't be believing everything out of a book. You shouldn't be believing everything somebody said out their mouth, no matter who it's from, including myself, because nobody's always right. I'm not always right. You're not always right. None of us are always right. That's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe that Jesus was God or the direct son of God. I do not believe he was the devil. Right? That person that said that, but did you do any research? Excuse me, off all the information I've said in this video. Just not even off all, just some of the information I did in this video. You probably maybe didn't, bro. I'm just gonna be real with you, bro. I'm sharing your live to a Christian so you get checked out. This dude said, I'm sharing your live to Christian biker so you get checked out. You see what I'm talking about, bro? You see what I'm saying? Right? This is another valuable reason about why what I'm speaking about, why a lot of other people are speaking about is correct. If what I'm saying is so wrong, right? Why are you getting so upset about it? If what I'm saying is so wrong, why are you getting upset about it? Right? For an example, right? Let's talk about basketball, right? Let's say you think LeBron James is the best player of all time. And this other person thinks Michael Jordan is the best player of all time, right? If you think that, right, why would you get upset? You can't control them. Even if you wanted to, you still can't control them. Yes, you can try to manipulate people and gaslight them, etc. But truly, you can never control them. You would truly never be able to truly manipulate them or gaslight them, etc. It's the honest truth, bro. Right? You see how this person got offensive, right? Trying to threaten me, right? Because you don't like what I'm saying. If you don't like what I'm saying, that's perfectly fine. But why try to threaten? That's low vibrational energy. What are you talking about? Thank you for the like. Much gratitude deeply. Why are you trying to threaten somebody because they feel a certain way about something? And a lot of y'all just hopping in here. Bro, if what a lot of y'all don't realize is the beginning of this live, I put out multiple disclaimers. But a lot of y'all just now, a lot of y'all had just hopped in earlier, whenever, maybe so, right? But that's the thing, bro. If what I'm saying is so wrong, and if you feel like it's wrong, why are you getting upset about it? Why are you getting upset about it? Why? If you know what I'm saying is wrong, then why are you getting upset about it? For what? Aren't you wasting your energy then? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Right? And the thing is, you said you're gonna send it to your biker people or whatever, Christian bikers. Aren't Christians supposed to be peaceful? Aren't Christians supposed to be peaceful? Right? Try to move in no violence, right? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Of course, a lot of Haitians, Jamaicans still follow Rastafari religion. First of all, bro, once again, shout out to Haitians, bro. A lot of Haitians aren't in religion to this day. And back in the day, a lot of Haitians most definitely was not in their religion, right? Even back in the day when a lot of Haitians was doing voodoo, hoodoo, etc., whipping up the spells, etc., literally, a lot of them wasn't in their religion, bro. You feel me? Like I said earlier, bro, if I haven't said, I'm gonna say it now. A lot of us black people, even some Haitians, we got a lot of Haitians and a lot of us black people as a whole. A lot of us got forced and got beaten, etc., and raped, etc., into slavery, bro. Just being for real. I mean, beaten and whipped into Christianity, into religion, for real. Okay, somebody said Jesus went. Also, if y'all want to comment, this is a great time to ask me questions because I'm really like at like the end of the live or whatever. I guess maybe so. But this live will be getting uploaded to my YouTube channel either sometime today or tomorrow. Somebody said Jesus. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. Somebody said Jesus even went into Kemet and learned the Kemetic spiritual system, which teaches you the God self in you. If you guys don't know what Kemet is, it's Egypt, right? As a lot of us call it, right? Okay. I'm not saying that Yakub, Satan, whatever you want to call him, Jesus, right? I'm not saying that person didn't go to Kemet. I'm not saying that, right? But what I am saying is that Jesus is a low vibrational being, because Jesus is the devil, and the devil, Satan, whatever you want to call him, he's a low vibrational being. He's the person that so-called rules this world, right? All the food that you eat ran by Satan. All the clothes that we wear ran by Satan. The jobs that you work at ran by Satan, right? If you really want to get more technical and get more deeper into it, right? Hey, what's up? What's up, P? I'm having a hard time pronouncing your name. My bad, but what's up, P? What's up, LA? But yeah, though, y'all, you feel me? Like a lot of people, bro, they don't do no research, bro. A lot of people don't do no research. A lot of people, bro, they don't do no type of researching, bro. They don't, bro. So, like, that's the thing, too. Before I end off the live in a minute, right? Before I end off the live, right? A lot of people don't do research, right? Like I've said in the beginning of the video, I have no disrespect to Christians, bro. I have no disrespect to any religion. I was in a religion for over a decade, for over 10 years. I have nothing against religion. But I just told y'all a lot of good information, and that's up to you, right? If you want to do research on it, that's up to you. If you want to meditate on it, if you want to ask the universe for signs, ask God for signs, etc., that's up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come on here to be disrespectful. I came to here to give you real information. I came to give you some information that your mother probably isn't going to give you, your father probably isn't going to give you, Your therapist isn't going to give you. Your big sister, your big brother probably isn't going to give you. Your friends probably aren't going to give you. Your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife probably aren't going to give you. And I say that with respect. I don't mean it in a negative way. I'm just being honest. A lot of people have been brainwashed. A lot of people have been programmed. So a lot of people don't know / remember this information, right? So it's kind of rare sometimes to hear this real information. So I say that with respect, with all due respect, right? It's just the honest truth, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest, right? I could go outside right now and just ask one of my neighbors, hey, did you meditate today? They'll probably say no. They might say no. And that's fine. You don't have to meditate. It's multiple. First of all, it's multiple different forms of meditation. Meditation is just about sitting down or standing up for a long period of time or a certain amount of time, right? It's multiple different forms of meditation. You love basketball, you're outside, you're feeling good, you're vibrating high. That's a form of meditation. Walking, you're journaling, playing with your dog. That's a form of meditation. It's multiple different forms of meditation, right? But one of the best meditations is to literally sit down or to stand up, right? Etc. Right? But yeah, bro. Once again, I have nothing against, the Christians, or I have nothing against nobody, bro. It's just a lot of people get upset when I and a lot of others who speak real information, a lot of them get upset because they feel like they've been programmed to think right is wrong and wrong is right. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of people have been, a lot of us, including myself, we've been programmed to think right is wrong and right is wrong and wrong is right. So until you break out of that energy, you're gonna continue to keep thinking that right is wrong and wrong is right. Whole time it's the other way around. I have nothing against Jesus, but Jesus is not who a lot of you think it is to be. A lot of you are praising to something that if you knew the truth about it, you wouldn't be praising to it no more. You wouldn't be doing like this to Jesus no more. You wouldn't be giving thanks to Jesus no more. You would stop praising Jesus. A lot of you would stop praising Jesus. A lot of you would stop doing, like, a lot of you, because a lot of, bro, I be seeing it on TikTok, bro. A lot of people on TikTok, they'll comment under videos. The video has nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with Christianity, and people just comment. It's okay if you want to recommend something to somebody, okay. But once you start forcing it, it's like, bro, that's low vibrational energy. That's low vibrational, right? A lot of people might have thought about giving Christianity a try, but since you keep forcing it in the comments, now they might not give it a try because you keep trying to force it. You're trying to force the vibe, right? But look, man, I'm nothing against religion or none of that, bro. I'm just letting y'all know what it is, bro. A lot of people aren't going to tell you what it is because a lot of people don't know what it is. A lot of people aren't meditating. A lot of people aren't doing research. A lot of people aren't tapping in with the ancestors, etc., bro. So a lot of people really don't know what's going on, right? A lot of people are just going off of what other people have told them, right? We like to be comfortable, including myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I like to be comfortable. Yes, I like to have my chill time, but I understand, okay, bro. Okay, Ali, we can have our chill time, but bro, let's do this. Let's knock out this, because these things are really important. They're part of the reason why you're down here. Let's get certain things done for the day. Then once we're done with certain things and we've checked it off or whatever, now you can go chill or chill out. You know what I'm saying, right? I'm not telling you every single day you got to go meditate. Every single day you got to go work out. Every single day you got to go journal. Every single day you got to... No, you don't have to do that, bro. You don't have to force it. You want to be natural. You want to be in a flow state. Okay, I'm in a good mood right now. 5-6 minute meditation, right? And today I'm not really feeling it. Kind of just want to chill today. I'm not going to meditate today. Okay, cool. Bro, you can still vibrate high and not meditate. Like I said, it's multiple different types and multiple different forms of meditation, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to work out every day. I don't work out every day. I work out 6 times a week. And sometimes not even that, because sometimes my allergies mess with me. You feel me? But I work out 6 times a week. You don't have to do that, right? I meditate every day. You don't have to do that, though. It was a bunch of times in my life where I wasn't meditating every day, right? Meditation takes energy, bro. I just now recently started meditating 45 minutes every day. But before that, I was meditating for 30 minutes a day, right? Steps, bro, steps. You don't have to rush it. And the longest I've ever meditated straight while sitting down is an hour. It's monks right now that's been meditating for days straight. Hours straight, bro. It's levels to it, bro. It's levels. It's levels, bro. You don't gotta bro, levels, bro. Go at your pace. Rushing it's not the way to go, bro. And I'm talking to myself as I say that. But yeah, bro, I don't got nothing against the Christians. I don't got nothing against Jesus, bro. But I came on here to tell y'all what it really is. A lot of people not going to tell you what it really is because, one, they don't know what it really is. And two, a lot of people don't want to expose the truth because they feel like, oh, I'm going to seem different. People going to judge me. People going to do this, da-da-da-da, etc. Right? And I touched more about that topic on the YouTube video that I dropped today, so y'all can go check it out if you want to, man. You feel me? This was a pretty long live or whatever you want to call it. Time isn't even real. Appreciate everybody in here, right? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man, deeply. Hope y'all females and males enjoyed today's live, right? This was a very good live. I'm glad I got on here. I'm glad we got to chop it up. Even if we didn't all agree on the same thing, I still appreciate you coming here, chopping it up with us. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Right? But yeah, though, man. Hope y'all females and males enjoyed today's video. I'll catch y'all females and males on the next one, man. Peace.